I'm Mark Richmond from Chef Knives to Go, and I'm in the middle of my Saturday afternoon sharpening session. Today I'm working on my Moritaka 210mm Gyuto. This is a really cool knife, and I'm looking forward to using this after I sharpen it. We just got through the 500 glass stone and the 2K Bester, and now we're moving on to the Rika. And two quick things. One, I get questions sometimes, do you flatten the stone after every use? And the answer is no. I usually leave it like this. I let it dry out, I put it back away, and then I flatten all the stones real quickly before I start sharpening. And there's no rhyme or reason to that. That's just the way I do it. And you can let it go for a while and then come back, and you just need to remove more material as the stone dishes and loads, like this one has a little bit right now. The other thing is, I got a question about my sink. On last week's sharpening session, somebody asked me, aren't you afraid of clogging up your sink with all that stone goop that goes down? And yeah, I guess I am. So I put a pan underneath, and now I'm letting this water dribble into the pan, and hopefully it'll catch most of the heavier grit, and I'll just throw it out the back door. So thanks for the suggestion, and here we go. So we're going to do a quick little continuation of thinning the knife and shining up that bevel. I'm already starting to get a little tired of sharpening today because I talked a lot, and it takes longer to talk and do it than it does usually. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time shining this up. As I said before, I don't look to try to get it perfect on the first try. I just usually like to grind a little steel, shine it up a little bit, but over time, if you do this, you'll get a mirror finish on your edge, and it looks really nice. Of course, as you use a carbon steel knife like this, it will blacken up as you use it and form a patina, and so each time you sharpen it, if you want to keep it shiny once in a while, then you're going to have to redo it. No big deal. Okay, enough for thinning. I usually, on this stone, I usually like it clean. I don't like slurry on it. And I like to dribble just a little bit of water on there to keep it clean. I don't have any great reasons for that, but I just think it works a little bit better for some reason. This Suhiro Rika is super smooth. I really like the way it feels. It has nice feedback. It's a firm stone for a 5K stone, and I really like harder stones in general. When I use softer stones, they're a little more tricky. If you wobble when you're first starting on a soft stone, you'll dig into the stone, gouge it. So especially for beginners, nice hard stones are a little easier to use. You don't run into that problem. But this is probably one of our top selling stones on the site. It's not real expensive, and it still cuts for its grit range. And by cut, I mean it grinds the metal pretty well. Now you'll notice that I'm not checking for a burr. I usually don't anymore. When I first started, I was obsessed with it. You know, I was always looking for the burr and all this, but I'm confident enough that I know where I'm sharpening on it. I don't even check. But if you're just starting, it's a good idea to run your finger along the edge. There's a number of ways you can check for a burr, and but you should definitely be aware that you need to get rid of it. And the way to get rid of it is light pressure, flip it over, light pressure again, and then run it through something like a piece of wood or this deburring block that I have. Okay, that feels pretty good to me. If you got that initial bevel set on your low grit stone, you shouldn't have to do a whole lot of work on these upper grit stones. Also, last week I only went backwards on this stone. This time I'm going back and forth. I'm not religious about any one routine, and I like to try different stuff. So I'm always experimenting with different stones and slightly different techniques, and keeps it more interesting for me. Okay, that's it for that stone. Wipe this off. We'll run it through my little felt block again. Probably doesn't need it, but who cares? I got it. Alright, that's it for the Rika. Next one up is Japanese Natural. I think I'll end there. I'm Mark Richmond. Stay sharp.